Hello and welcome back to the Critically Clueless. Today we're going to be doing a review on Dragon Age Inquisition. This game was released back in 2014, making it 8 years old. It's been developed by BioWare and published by EA. It's currently on the Xbox, the PlayStation and the PC, and it's an absolute beast of a game. Today we'll set you back under £10. This game goes on regular sale. Even the Game of the Year edition goes on sale very regularly as well. That's the game with all of the DLCs, and it's absolutely worth that price. We're going to get into a little bit more about why I would consider this game to be worth that price. For anyone that doesn't know the Dragon Age trilogy as it stands, Inquisition being the third in the installment, in this version you take on the role as the Inquisitor. Your quest is to close the breach and stop the demons entering your world, and of course bring an end to the civil unrest. Now, right at the beginning of the game, you get to build your character, choose your race, and kind of you go ahead and choose your abilities. You know, depending, you want to be a dual wielder, an archer, two-handed specialist, a sword and shield, or a classic mage. You then get to pick your difficulty and begin your game. And this game really does shove you straight into the main story. You very quickly find out that you are the chosen one. Only you can close that breach. Now, there's about an hour tutorial where it kind of goes over the basic story idea, and what it is you're going to be doing while playing. In this time, it also very cleverly introduces you to the main characters throughout the game, many of which existed in the previous Dragon Age games as well. So many of you are going to be very familiar when you come to face with Cassandra, for instance. And honestly, the story in this game is outstanding. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Actually, Dragon Age Inquisition was the first Dragon Age game I actually played. I kind of jumped in at the deep end. Some people say the second is better. And personally, I have now played all three. I absolutely love Dragon Age Inquisition. And if you have not played the other two games, you can definitely jump into this third installment. However, very interestingly, and very BioWare, I believe as well, is that any decisions or key decisions that you made in Dragon Age 1 or 2, you have the decision to bring over to Inquisition as well. So if you did play those first two games, those choices and decisions, how small or big may be, can impact your gameplay in Inquisition. Now, while this isn't an open world game as you would expect, say for instance, The Witcher 3 to be, this is a limited open world game. In a sense that the general idea is that you are kind of kingdom managing. You are building up your kingdom, you are recruiting allies along the way of the story and choosing which quest and in what order you complete those quests in. Now, when you do take up the role of a quest, you will be launched into a limited open world area. There are many huge pockets in this game, to be fair, with many different little things to do in every single pocket, to be fair. So in many cases it does feel like a huge open world game, but you'll very find that it is, you know, limited open world. You get certain pockets where your quest is, lots of extra things for you to complete, definitely sort of loads of extra side quests that you'll pick up, companions potentially that you can pick up, allies that you can pick up and recruit, you know, for your kingdom, for your castle, and extra little things like that. So any of those completionist experts that love to do those huge, you know, 100% completion achievements and all those little tiny side quests, this game will definitely not leave you sparing. Now, personally, I have completed this game a few times now, and I'm considering another playthrough just because I've been playing it a bit recently for certain videos, and I just absolutely love it. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and at about 150 hours per playthrough, if you include those DLCs and, you know, like to do a few of the extra things, this game is definitely worth a go. one of the other things I really liked as well is that in one of these little open world areas, or in a few of them, bear in mind, you can accidentally run headfirst into a dragon. Now, these dragons aren't really anything to do with the main storyline at all. You could potentially avoid almost every single one of them in the game. But boy, are they a lot of fun to take down, to kind of, get your party all psyched up, kind of, making sure they're all making the right plays. You can also turn this for like real-time strategy combat, where you can pause the game, individually handle what each one of your characters is going to do before unpausing the game again to take on, these fearsome beasts. So I just love how jam-packed this game is with extra little content. Now, some people did say when this game was released, I remember that, some of the world just didn't feel as full as perhaps it should. However, me personally, I never really found that. I really enjoyed my experience within this game. And that was most partly because the story in this is just so strong. Personally, I found that the voice acting, the cutscenes, the story that would kind of, pop in every now and again for the main quest line is so good. Even many of the side quests have like little mini cutscenes as well, and extra dialogue that's kind of thrown in. And I thoroughly enjoyed every single time this happened. Every now and again in a top game, these cutscenes pop up, and as a player, I just want to skip through them. I've got no interest in them whatsoever. When it comes to Dragon Age Inquisition, I just felt that it was handled so well.
Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca?
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Now, BioWare is renowned for making top level RPGs such as Mass Effect and Knights of the Old Republic. And honestly, I hold Dragon Age Trilogy and Dragon Age Inquisition especially up to those kind of standards. I think this is an outstanding RPG, one that I thoroughly enjoy going into, and definitely worth the £10 to buy for the 150 hours content that it has to offer. And with Dragon Age 4 slated for release in 2023, never has there been a better time to pick up this absolute classic of a game and give it a go. But guys, this is the end of the review, and I'm going to give Dragon Age Inquisition a 9 out of 10 as one of my top games of all time. I really can't give it any lower than that. Yes, you might want to call me a fanboy, but it is honestly one of my favorite games that I have ever played, and I would highly recommend to anyone that hasn't dived into it just yet. But guys, this is the end of the review. If you have watched to the very end of this video, a big thank you to you. Don't forget to comment red banana down below just to confuse all those people that didn't stick to the very end of the video or simply new to the channel. And of course, if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on more videos just like this. But until next time, I've been a monk, we've been a Critically Clueless, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy, and of course, happy gaming.